I'm a monster hunter now. Now, I didn't know that sniffing tracks in the floor was how you tracked a monster, but apparently it is. So before I dwell on that fact any further, let's jump straight in with Monster Hunter World. I'm new to the Monster Hunter franchise, and if it wasn't for some of my closest friends dragging me into the beta, then I think this game would have completely got past me. I'm really glad it didn't though, because in just a few short days this game has completely eaten my life to the point that even whilst I'm making this video, internally I'm already thinking about tactics for that next boss monster. For those of you that are like me and are new to the series, Monster Hunter is a game where you do exactly as it says on the box. You plan, eat what could potentially be your last meal, and then you go on a hunt with up to 4 friends in order to slay said monster. While the game does feature a single player storyline that you have to go through in order to increase the available difficulty of missions, the majority of my time has been spent just chatting with friends and doing repeatable content together. If anyone has played an MMORPG before and thought, oh, if my friends weren't playing this, would it still be half as fun? That is the vibe that this game gives me at the moment. If you are alone like me though, don't worry. The game starts you off with a companion character called a palico. It's a small cat-like creature that all seem to have got this great sense of humour about them. I made mine blue and black and named him Fizzle. Don't ask me why I did that. Usually one thing I criticise in third-person games like this, you know the type.
The now completely overdone format of stamina bar-based combat with a heavy focus on being punished for not dodge rolling at the last moment.
Is control. But this game feels weighted and fair at all times. Granted, there are some slower weapons that just aren't my personal playstyle, but I've found more than enough that are my area of play. And I do wish that there was more of a supportive role that I could play in the game that didn't result in me carrying these ridiculous bagpipe monstrosity things around. But with the trade-off for less damage, the mobility has at times verged on Devil May Cry levels of flashy. I've sank about 14 hours into the game so far, which doesn't seem like that much considering this is a JRPG, but I'm only scratching the surface of what's really available there. I don't feel comfortable giving a full review of it just yet, but I will one day. Woo! One thing my friends have said to me is, oh, this version of Monster Hunter is a lot more accessible to new players than the other ones were. And while I haven't really struggled with learning the core mechanics, there's still quite a lot that isn't explained. So allow me now to save you all a bit of a headache. Number 1. Try all of the weapon types. In the beta, I stuck religiously to the Insect Glaive, or to any normal person out there, the stick. The stick is one of the faster weapons in the game, and it allows you to do these mad dives around the sky almost constantly if you want to. Now the game's come out though, I've found myself doing something unspeakable. I'm using the sword and shield, just like a paladin. Also, I fucking hate paladins. Honestly, I never get along with sword and board in these kinds of games, but at least this time it transforms into an axe somehow, so maybe that redeems it. Number 2, collect all the things. You can't just buy new armour in this game, you have to craft it, meaning there's absolutely no reason why you shouldn't take a moment every now and then to just pause, gather a few bits of nature, and then ruin the local wildlife. Number 3, armour stats. Now, once you've created armour, don't just create one full set of a very specific type of armour, mix and match between the available types to get the best stat combination that you can. For example, some monsters can poison, but some armours can reduce the rate of damage you take from that. Stacking armour types that have poison resist will increase the overall effect of that stat. Number 4. Weapons need sharpening all the damn time. Honestly, if you let this little bar fully empty, you'll find that you can't hit things for or you'll be outright deflected by some enemies. Using the whetstone, whatever that is, will fix this bar back up and let you get back into the fight. Just like how some of the monsters flee from you every now and then to recuperate, you kind of have to as well, just to make sure you're ready to jump back in. And finally, number 5. There's a pig. Wandering around the hometown, you'll come across this adorable little bugger. If you can please it by petting it in time to the jingle of the music that it plays, you'll get an option to dress, hold, pet, and name the thing. If pigs aren't your style, however, you can use the capture net out in the field to get yourself some of the small birds, lizards, flies, dung beetles. There's a whole lot of pets for you to find and catch out there, and you can put one of them in your house when you get back home. I could go on and on about the strange little quirky things that have happened to me on my own adventures, but I don't want to risk spoilers just yet. I hope to produce a full review of this game sometime soon, but for now I'll keep it to various live streams over on Twitch, which I'll give the link to down below. However, until then, if you want more Monster Hunter content right this second, one of the guys who got me into this game has actually made his own video about it. I've got new videos coming every Wednesday and Saturday, some of them are music and some of them aren't. Subscribe to me on here to see some more Monster Hunter or suggest some other games that you'd like me to cover down in the comments below. I also have Twitter, which is now a thing. Follow me on there at Adam_RNG. But until next time, thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.